What's up, guys? So it is Monday nights and now I'm going to meal prep a little bit for this week. I feel like this is gonna become a usual thing, me standing at my fridge in these videos. Zucchini noodles with turkey meatballs and sauce. Peek in there. Baked buffalo chicken mac and cheese. Not one of the healthiest meals, I will say that. However, it's one of our favorites and we like to have it as a treat every once in a while. So it is Thursday. Last night, Nick and I went over to my parents and started ripping up some linoleum floor. And tonight I am cooking some pinwheel steaks. They're stuffed with mozzarella and spinach. And I'm making some roasted carrots and broccoli. And then I'm going to a writing session. So, woo! This is the steak. And then the roasted. Ooh, veggies. Yes. Say hi.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Dog Pound Studios.
I need to show off your movie room.
My movie theater?
Yeah, because this is like the best thing in the world.
I gotta restock
Like,
some of the...
legit, look at this. Look at this basement. This is my dream.
I have to restock some of the candy, though. We're running out of candy. I'm down to just a few Reese's. I'm out of... Oh, I'm down to last two Reese's.
You say Reese's? Not Reese's?
It's Reese's. Well, Reese's. It's
my
Reese's
coworkers and I have gotten
Reese.
into so many arguments about
No, it's
this.
Reese. Apostrophe S. Reese's.
I know.
It's not Reese's.
I know.
You see two E's at
But
the
so
end?
many people say Reese's.
Well, so many people are stupid.
So kind of the gist of you're doing way better than you think you are kind of deal. Just that kind of relatable, detailed, everyday things that seem so detrimental and important right now. Everyone's timeline differs so much, but it's hard because of the world we live in to not want to keep up with those next to you, and it's hard to not kind of let that make you feel like you're doing something wrong with your life. Like, why am I not further ahead than I am?
Yep.
But to see everybody else around you getting those opportunities, when it's like, I know that they were out partying Friday when I was sitting there, you know, and it's like, it's hard not to have those kind of like down on yourself moments. Not pity party, but just kind of like frustration. 10, 15 years down the line, I'll be looking back going like, why did you worry so much about that? That's the vibe I think I would want it to have.
Okay.
How we're going to portray that, Lord only knows.
Do you want to stay out of the mid-tempo world completely then?
I don't mind mid-tempo, because I don't know if I'd want it to be a ballad. I wish I could tell you, sometimes it takes longer to get where you're supposed to go.
Be right there, or another verse?
Like another two lines?
Yeah. Great verse too, and I like how the second one pacing changed.
You do like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that pacing change a lot.
Right.
And then the third line can go back to the first pacing.
Okay.
Fourth line to
Now,
the
would
second
we keep it
pacing.
that way in the second verse as well? Because usually the second verse is where the pacing changes a little bit compared to the first verse. If you had to give one piece of advice to an independent artist, what would it be?
The one I give every independent artist. Become the greatest musician you could ever be in your life, and then forget about the fact that you play music, and learn how to run a business. Because if you can't run a business, you'll be the greatest musician nobody's ever heard.
I feel like that's something that I mention all the time, and that's personally why I chose to go and get a bachelor's degree in music business specifically, because I wanted to learn just business in general, but I also wanted to be able to apply it to the music industry itself. And I feel like it taught me so much. I mean, it's a creative industry, but even though it's a creative industry, it's still a business. And I think a lot of people forget that.
It's creative up to the point where you release something. Then you are no different than this pen. 300,000, 400,000 songs and CDs come out a year. Why did I buy this one? Why should I buy yours?
Marketing. And the thing about marketing too, I feel like, is you need to, you know, you kind of hate using the stereotypical term forward thinker, but you really do kind of, you know, you have to pay attention to what's happening in the market and what's working, but at the same time try and be one step ahead. Like, what sets your product apart?
Right.
And that's the thing, like, see, I said product, and a lot of people, I think,
creatives don't want to look at themselves as a product. And you don't have to look at yourself as a product.
it's still
You
your
have to
art.
look at your product as a product. So, John Taglieri is a songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
John Taglieri is an entertainer. John Taglieri is an artist. John Taglieri is a musician. But as soon as John Taglieri put out music, John Taglieri became a commodity.
I feel like something that's been difficult for me up until recently, you know, just when I was first starting out, I think a lot of people can kind of have trouble with it, is it can be really weird literally promoting yourself. Granted, I mean, your songs and your music and your merch and everything, like, those are the products that actually get into people's hands, get onto people's phones and iPods and things like that. But at the same time, you yourself are a brand, because it's your personal name that's on everything.
Yep.
And that whole image, including the image of yourself as a being, goes together.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to create the overall parent brand. And it's so weird for some people to be like, let me just talk myself up and market myself as like a human being, you know? Like, a lot of people, like me personally, I don't like talking about myself to a certain extent. So it was very hard in the beginning to be like, oh yeah, like, I sing, I do this, like, listen to my song, like, you should totally look into my stuff, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's because especially too, because I was bullied about it by some kids back in school. Mm-hmm. So I would try to keep it like separate, but that also kind of injured my ability to be able to market myself for a while.
But there's different schools of thoughts now, and social media in the last 10 years alone has changed the game. One of the criticisms I always got coming up was I was too open. I didn't leave enough mystique. So there was no
Yeah, but then at the same
factor,
time, they
right?
sit there and they tell you, oh, but you need to be relatable to your audience. You need to show them that you are still a human.
And I was just an open book.
Yeah.
And I became everybody's friend. You stay true to who you are, and people will connect with you for that. If you put on a front, it better be a well-rehearsed and damn good front, because they will see through it, take
Right.
it as fake, and not take you seriously.
And then tear you down.
Yep.
That's another thing too sometimes that I've noticed, though, is like the competitiveness between artists and between independent artists specifically. Because there's that hunger, you know, like I need to get the exposure and I need to get the labels or whoever to, you know, want to partner with me and spark an interest in me. And I've seen not everybody, but I've seen in quite a few scenarios, like a lot of indie artists almost kind of being like competitive with each other. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Fans like more than one artist. They go to more than one concert. They buy way more than one album or download more than one album, whatever. I'm like, share the fans. Like, we can help each other build our careers by teaming up together.
Yep.
And I like, especially in country music right now, I'm enjoying the whole, especially with the females, because it was such a male-dominated industry for so long. You know, now there's this whole, like, female supporting female. And, like, really trying to team up and build each other kind of deal happening, which is so refreshing. But especially on the indie level, I feel like there's still a huge level of,
Very
like,
much is.
of competition, and
Too
I
many
don't get
people, and I've said it for a long time, do business with and for their ego. And when you do business with and for your ego makes very poor business decisions.
it. Right.
If you do business for business, your success will serve your ego. If you do business for your ego, you are doomed to fail. Egos do not make good business decisions because they always want to be first. But then you also have to define success. What's success to
Right.
you?
Well, yeah. Success, I feel like, is a very subjective term.
Very secure. One man's success is another man's failure. But
Yeah.
as long as it's success to you, then it's all that matters. Success to me was never needing a job. Haven't had one in 20 years. So, am I successful?
Well, music has become your job and personal
I've
training.
never had a job. This isn't a job. I get to
Well, you're
drive.
right. Okay,
I
yeah,
get
sorry.
to drive around the country
sorry,
in a van and
career.
play music for people. And
Career,
drink
like it pays
Jameson.
your bills. Career, it pays your bills.
Career and job.
Yeah.
A job is where you go to you don't want it to be. A career is something you love. It doesn't matter if you're digging a ditch, doing this, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor. If you have the career you love, you've done it right.
Don't give up on your goals, kids.
But the thing about the goals is you've got to look in the mirror and have a really honest conversation with yourself.
Oh, for sure.
And that's the
I feel
hardest
like
part
so
for
many
everybody.
so many people give up on what they truly want to do too early on because they have this insurmountable goal. And instead of kind of thinking of all of the little stepping stone goals they can make to lead to that big goal,
Yep.
they just try and go for that big goal right
Yep.
away. And of course, that's unattainable from the spot that they're starting in.
You know what I tell all my clients? Plan your big goals. And I'll tell you what, 1,000,000 baby steps cover the same distance as one big jump. And if you miss, you've only missed this much.
Everybody's path is different too.
Yeah, everybody's path is
And
different.
there's no such thing as an overnight success. I don't care what anybody tells you.
Are you kidding?
The closest thing is like going viral with one video and then like TV shows. But even that is like months of competition.
My first charting record, I hit Billboard on the new artist chart on my 12th record.
Double digits, folks.
But that's not the first one. You know, other bands have done that too.
Yeah. Well, that's like what they said.
You know.
Jason Aldean was going at it for like
Jason was a long
13
time.
years
Yeah, I know all those
before
guys.
Broken Bow found him.
Yep.
And actually took a chance on him. He
But it-
heard like so many no's,
Yep.
you know? That's another thing. You really have to be able to take criticism with open arms and accept and understand rejection. Because just because a certain team or a certain person or whatever didn't want to work with you doesn't mean that you're not worthy of being of working with. It just means that wasn't the right fit.
And in this day and age, you don't need a label, so you don't have to hear no.
Yeah.
With the way the industry is today, you could write, record, release, promote, and do everything a label can do for you on your own for an incredibly low budget. Incredibly low budget if you learn how to run your business.
And we've come full circle. Guys, look at our matching shirts, like
Oh.
for real this time. Yeah.
We totally didn't plan this either. This was how we both showed up to our first writing session,
Yeah.
wearing old school DJ turntables.
Yeah. So this is my friend John Taglieri. John Taglieri, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at johntaglieri.com. You could find me on Facebook /John Taglieri Music, Instagram John Taglieri. Just put my name in, you'll find me.
Cool. And if y'all are in the New England area and you feel like recording,
Oh. Go to Dog Pound Studios. It's pretty cool. Studios got everything. I mean, you get,
I did a little like snapshot of it earlier
yeah.
when we first walked in, but now we can actually give you an idea of what it's like inside a studio. There's lots of foam everywhere
Yeah.
to cancel out any echo or acoustic sound. Keeps it really isolated, so when you record it's easier. But yeah, he's got the whole setup here. And if anybody can tell me what this instrument is, you get a free t-shirt or something, I don't know.
You mean I could get a free t-shirt?
Shh.
Oh.
You'll get one anyway. Hi guys, happy Mother's Day. I spent today with Nick's mom and then my mom. And now it's about 8 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna finish editing this vlog and probably bake some banana bread and go to sleep. So make sure to show some love to that subscribe button and click on the bell notifications so you know when I post new videos. And I have a surprise mashup coming for you guys very soon and some more cover videos, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those fun things, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Let's take it for a test drive.